All right, everyone, here we go with an energy weather update. Well, this is a very unique thing you've tuned into here. Well, I was deciding which deck to use, and this is it. These are randomly at the bottom of these decks. I just kept picking them up, so here's your pre-shuffle. 3 King of Swords, King of Swords, King of Swords, King of Swords. This one I grabbed first. I said, well, that looks interesting, a King of Swords. Let's see here's the Rider Waite. Oh, it's got a King of Swords at the bottom. Here's the Witches. Oh, it's got a King of Swords at the bottom. And the other 2 decks, the little light seer and the little animal deck, have a chariot and a star. There's some sort of truth within the energy. Something's coming out. Something's coming up. It has to do with Mercury moving backwards into Scorpio. I think that's happening Tuesday, if I'm correct. It feels like it's already happened, but energy-wise. But I realize in the astrology it hasn't actually gone back into Scorpio yet. But feels like something's coming out. It's something deep down inside. It's not like some deep, dark secret about you is coming out. They're not going to find out about the pajamas, the women's pajamas. They're my big, burly construction worker. They're not going to find that out. Don't worry about it. You're all right. No, it's something deep inside that's been destined to come out. It's coming out. I don't know which deck to use here. So I'm going to do something completely off the cuff. I'm going to do something that's not King of Swords. So I'm going to put back all the decks that are King of Swords. And we'll probably hit all these decks at some point here. All right. And we're going to put back the Chariot. All right. And we're going to shuffle the Light Seer. And we're going to see where we go. There's a lot going on. There's a grand water trine happening with Scorpio. That's in Scorpio energy. It's helping you. It's like a guru teaching you a better way, lighting a path, kind of a thing. It's got a very Hierophant feel to it. Hierophant and the Death card sort of hanging together, sort of feel to it. That energy. But I think the universe here seems not want to talk about that. I mentioned that the other day in the reading I did in the second half of the month. But it looks like the big news is Mercury moving back into Scorpio. So the Mercury reading, which I thought was a big reading, is a big reading. It's a big fucking deal. All right, let's see where we go. Something deep inside, something you've held inside. Now, it could be somebody attached to you. It can be. The second half of the month I did the other day, right, that reading, where we talked about the King of Cups and somebody revealing feelings after a long time. Could also be just somebody telling you how they feel about something and holding on to it, right? Look at this. Did you see that? Did you fucking see that? The King of Swords jumped out of the deck. I purposefully, I'm serious. This is why I fucking love tarot. It's so fucking unreal. It's real. That's fucking mind-blowing. Of all the cards that could have flown out of the deck, and I'm a terrible shuffler. I'm not some fucking Vegas card person with all sorts of kung fu card moves or anything. I mean, King of Swords. I purposefully grabbed a deck that stayed away from the King of Swords, which is basically everywhere, and the King of Swords flies out of the deck. And that's where I stop shuffling. All right? That's where I stop. That, my friends, is the environmental energy. Right there. It flew out towards the bottom, so I'm going to say it's the environmental energy. The reading from yesterday, as I was starting to say when this came out, which tells me I'm probably right for a lot of you. If, as an example, it's somebody who tells you that they like the direction you're going, they like what you're doing, you're in a relationship with them or you're friends with them and they like what you're doing, they like the idea about a new business or a new whatever, or moving in together or whatever it is, they're lying. The real truth comes out. It can be that kind of energy. I've got a real truth coming out here. Big time. It literally flew out of the deck. I don't know if that came out on camera or not, that it flew out. I hope it did. I'll check it later after I finish. I'm not going to check it now. Let's pull 3 cards. Try to escape the King of Swords, and I can't. We're going to have some fun with this reading. Because I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the King of Swords decks, which is these 3 right here. And I'm going to pull the top card on those too. All right. So we're going to have 2 rows of 3. All right, here we go. Hey, go with the energy, right? Walking the talk. I always tell you, flow with the energy. Just flow with the energy. It's cool. Lovers, right? That's nice. 3 of Wands. The truth shall set you free energy already coming out here. And the Knight of Swords. This king orders that night. That's unreal. I can't even believe what's fucking happening here. Now, We know that the King of Swords is crossing here, and the King of Swords is definitely crossing whatever these are. So we're going to pull the top card off the 3 that have the King of Swords at the bottom. 1, 7 swords, right? The King of Truth lies at the top of the deck. Oh my God. Let's pull the witches in the middle, all right, which we know is crossed by a King of Swords, right? Because it's right there, all right? King of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay, we'll put our King of Swords there. And now we grab the Rider Waite, which we know has a King of Swords. Oh, I love readings like this. It's a Monday morning, though, you know. The Knight of Pentacles. The universe likes to fuck with me. It really does. I wanted a nice, easy reading. Why can't I be Rainbow Unicorn Tarot? Little old lady with trolls on the desk being all nice doing giveaways. Why can't that be me? Right? Why do I got to get this shit? 3 King of Swords flies out of the deck. 2, a reading made up of bajillion fucking decks. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Give me a minute with this. All right? I'm going to freeze my position. I might put a snippet. I'm not going to lie to you. It might not look like I did because I'm going to stay perfectly still. Right? Like that. No, I'm going to stay. But I got to figure out what the fuck's going on here. I got crisscrossing energies. All right? So sit tight. It'll be like 2 seconds for you. Okay. I'm back. This is somebody else. This is you. All right? I wanted to make sure the energies were crisscrossing. I like to make sure I'm not talking out my ass. Okay? It's a decent ass, but it shouldn't be talking. All right? But at the end of the day here, the truth shall set you free. You see somebody who looked like they had their shit together, doesn't. I don't know what it is. All right? Something, it's somebody high up in your life. Okay? It's a king of, it's represented in your mind by a King of Pentacles. Okay? It's represented as somebody with an authority figure in your life. They seem like they had their shit together. But I think you've been unable to see through it, and I think now you can see through it. And I think what's happening here is there's some sort of truth that's inside you, which I'm going to pull right there, the Page of Wands, that you're bringing to the surface here, right? Which is allowing you to move in a new direction. It's going to be a crazy one. We're going to clarify. I'm going to clarify with the witches, all right? So anyway, let's start with this King of Pentacles. I could still have it backwards. I won't lie to you. Could still have it backwards. All right, here we go. Normally, there's a warning with this because a lot of times when I see energies like this, it can be a misunderstanding. And we do have a mountains out of molehills kind of energy going on right now. All right? Be careful about not taking a misunderstanding about somebody and running with it. All right? I don't know. I have no idea. This involves money of some kind. It involves a pentacle of some kind. It could be a job. It could be money. It's crossed by the 8 of Wands. Somebody's been talking out their ass. I don't joke about anything or say anything. It's not part of the energy. In a nutshell, it's an energy where what someone told you proved to not be true. All right? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not one to play the blame game, but it might be there is an energy here where you were willing to just accept whatever that person said. And I'm the first person to tell you, start fact-checking shit. We got a real problem in energies where people don't fact-check, right? You know, somebody wrote into me. They said the other day, you were right about that blue LED thing. Wow, I read all about it. Oh, I was right about I'm going to make shit. I fact check everything before I fucking launch a video. I make sure I'll edit it out if I'm wrong. Of course I'm right about if it's science. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I love science. I'm a science nerd, for God's sake. You know, but my point here is, you know, you were inclined to believe this person for a long time. There's something changing in the energy where you're not. Okay? And what's hard to explain is how that relates to you over here. So I'm trying to get more here so that I can do that. All right? Oh, as to why now all of a sudden. Sometimes lies are hard to keep up. If someone's trying to keep up this facade of King of Pentacles, right? You may have people around you that are doing that, keeping up appearances, as we call it. It's hard to do. You've got to continually shore up that wall, continually shore it up. All right. The Page of Cups and the Four of Swords. Somebody said they could do something and they can't. Okay. Can I just put it that way? So it's one of those things. And I think you should count your blessings. I think you catch it in time. Your energy keeps getting attached to this for some reason. And I think you catch it in time. I think everything's okay. I think this is a last minute save energy for you on some level. Well, since you keep coming up, I'm going to pull on it. If you want proof, here's the bridging energy here, the Five of Pentacles, out in the cold. The King of Pentacles is broke. Okay? Can we phrase it that way? Can we just keep it simple? I'm trying to be very careful here. I'm trying to be the opposite of this fucker, who obviously just says whatever. Whatever, it's just whatever's at the top of my head, I'm just going to say it, right? Yeah, no, they said they could do something and they can't. And you're seeing through it. But you might beat yourself up a little bit about why you didn't before. It's possible that energy is here. It was inevitable that you would see through it. It's a very mild devil energy with the Seven of Swords here. Right? It's child's play to see through that. The thing is, a lot of times we don't want to. Especially with people in our lives that we're close to. We don't want to. We want to believe the best in people. We do. That's how that lady got away with that Theranos thing. Right? The one where you pick your finger with there's all the specials on it around everywhere and all that. Elizabeth Holmes, I think her name is, or something. That's how she got away with it. It didn't even work. And Walgreens went for it, invested all kinds of money, had it in their stores and everything like that, because we wanted to believe. You want to believe that it's that easy to go find out if you've got any kind of illness. Just a little prick in your finger, and boom, you're done. And it wasn't that at all. I mean, even former Secretary of State George Shultz fell for it, for fuck's sake. I mean, we want to believe so much. This is an energy here where you might beat yourself up for that. You might feel a little bit of melancholy. I'm not going to call it shame. Maybe a little bit of melancholy. All right. Somebody told you something. It's the King of Pentacles in your life, and they can't put out. They can't produce. They were just, I don't know why. Some people just say. Some people just like to feel powerful. Some people just like to be the king. I don't know. Some people do. Well, I'm going to pull on you since you keep showing up here attached to this Knight of Pentacles. I think I've pretty much covered it. That's why we have to be careful. Some people get on me. You say not to find the good in people. I don't like that. That's terrible. You shouldn't. You should be neutral. Let people show you if they're good or bad. If you're spending all your time trying to find the good in something, you end up getting suckered. You end up getting suckered like all those people that thought that some little finger prick could. Anybody who knew about science knew it wouldn't work. Right? I mean, even on the 2020 specials, they interviewed nurses and doctors and things like, there's no way. The skin is an impossible barrier. I mean, it's just no fucking way. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But people, this urge to want to believe or put people on pedestals is wrong. So this is somebody you might have put on a pedestal. All right? Knight of Pentacles. I mean, look. The evidence is clear because the King of Swords keeps flying out of this motherfucking deck. I mean, it's unreal. All right? I don't know. It's crazy town. But yeah, if I give you some sort of factoid, I fact check it first. We live in a society right now that doesn't believe you should do that. And they've even said that. We don't think we need to fact check it first. We just say whatever's in our mind. That's fucking dangerous. Are you kidding me? Right? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? All right, let's see where we go. This nonsense. We're never going to survive unless we get a little bit smarter. This is you getting a lot bit smarter here. It's crossed by the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you feel bad about this. It's my desert queen. You feel duped in some way here. Okay, that's cool. What's on top? The Ten of Cups. Because you believed the pie in the sky. It's what I just said about Theranos with the finger with the finger prick and get diagnosed for everything with just a simple little finger prick. I mean, it sounds wonderful, doesn't it? In some kind of fairyland planet, you probably can, but not here, right? Yeah. My God, we want to believe. We want to so badly. Stop it. Be neutral. All things will show you what they are, and people will show you who they are. But if you're busy just believing nonsense, you're going to end up in trouble here. Don't beat yourself up about this. It happens to the best of us. All right? Which it's almost a comedy of errors, because this is a laughable energy. This is such a mild devil energy. Anybody who's even remotely high vibration can see past this any day of the week, you know. And the people who can't, you tell them and they don't hear you. It's like la 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 la. It's like going back in time and going back to the Titanic and telling people, stop, don't get on the boat. This is gonna sink, and they just keep walking past you like you're not even there. It's like, oh my God, oh my fucking God, right? No, they said it's unsinkable. Oh, did they? Just the fact that they said that taunted the universe. You know, the fact, if somebody said that about it, I wouldn't have gotten on it just because of that. You know, and if I had a past life back then, I promise you, the Steve from that past life did not get on that boat, right? Here's 10 cups. High priestess, right? You believe all the surface stuff. You believe all the fairyland. But there's more underneath. You've got to dig. And it'll only reveal itself to you in the silence. That's what the high priestess is saying. And that's what I'm saying about being down the middle. Be neutral. This is your opportunity. The energetic weather right now is providing you with the opportunity to be that neutral observer, to take a look around. This is somebody high up in your life. I don't know who it is, okay? It could be a boss. It could be a friend. It's somebody you've put on a pedestal, whoever it is. Don't put anybody on a fucking pedestal, right? Don't. If I find out anybody put me on a pedestal, I'll block you from this fucking channel, because I'm not going to do you any good whatsoever. Nope. Nope, my shit stinks, trust me. My shit stinks just like yours and everybody else's. At the end of the day here, be careful about this. People want to make you believe things. And they get away with it because you want to believe. And they know that. You know, most of the people that dupe people in the world have had some kind of experience with it in some capacity. They've had some practice, in other words. Look, there's a lot. You're able to see through the depths. I want you to process that information. All right? Just process it. Work with it. All right? You may not be happy about it, the 4 of Cups. You might ask, how did I miss that? You know? It is what it is. So, now, all of this can be reversed, and this can all be you. This can all be something inside yourself. But that would only apply if you have delusions of grandeur. If you think you can do things that, you know, you get crazy time. I think I can do that. I think I can whatever. You know, I don't know that anybody watching has that. I don't know that. I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to take this deck and clarify with this. All right, and clarify this, because I want some fresh cards. Now, this is more your energy up here, more of you. This is all about the King of Pentacles and some bullshit that you now spot. That comes up, that comes out, that comes up from the depths. Maybe they don't, it's, you know, I have no idea. I have no idea how it plays out for you. Whatever it is, I don't know. All right, let's see where we go. 3 of Wands, why is that here? Let's see where we're at. The Tower. Yeah. Suddenly, you're facing another way, right? Suddenly, you realize, I mean, I don't know. Just something very sudden changes everything. Your whole foundation's torn down. I think you put a lot of faith in this person. I do. Funny thing about faith. Faith is really hard to get your hands on. It's really hard to build up. It's really hard to earn, but it's super easy to lose. It goes like that. And once you lose it, it doesn't come back. You know, be careful. It's very difficult to bring it back. I won't say it doesn't come back, but it's very, very, very difficult, right? Be careful. Be careful about that, all right? This is nothing to lose faith over. This is a lesson. Your lesson here is what I was talking about around all of this, right? Around the people wanting to believe things. It's human nature. I get it. But you'll never get suckered by bullshit energy like this if you're just neutral. If you just allow people and things to settle and show you what they are. It's a Buddhist principle. You're all watching tarot readings. You believe like energy attracts like energy and all this stuff. You might as well live by the rest of the principles too, right? I mean, what's on top here? There's definitely, there's a lot of pentacles attached to this. I'm not sure what that's about, all right? This is like a practical person in your life or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, Ace of Pentacles, a lot of pentacles here. Why is that here? The Ace of Wands. Yeah. You thought you were going one way. The energy's right now. I think especially as Mercury transits Scorpio, you're going to find you've got to change direction. And you don't have time. Look, listen to me. You got to change direction here because of this. Because of what you see, because of what you figured out. You don't have time to beat yourself up over this. You don't have time to stop and sit there and go, oh, shit. How stupid was I? What was I thinking? Well, or whatever it is. You don't have time. Just when you find out you're going the wrong way, stop, and turn the fuck around and change direction. Don't sit in it. There's no need to sit in that energy. The longer you sit in the energy, the less likely you are to move in a new direction. People, you think about something too long, you find too many reasons not to do it. And human nature is to be inherently lazy and say, well, That's why people stay in, I told you all the time, that's why people stay in bad relationships. Their logic, which is completely flawed. It would make Mr. Spock cry. Their logic is, well, we've been in this, it sucks, it's a shitty relationship, but I've been in it for 12 years, so I might as well keep going. Good Lord, what the hell is that? You ever heard of sunk cost? Okay, let's waste another 12, why don't we? All right, it's hard for you. Ten of Wands, but it's okay. There's a lot of big energies. These are big. I said in a recent reading, I may have even titled a recent extended, these are big boy, big girl energies. Look, I'll be honest with you. I called 2026. The energy that we're in right now, by the way, we're past the energetic new year. I called 2026 in my blog. The title I gave it was the mustard rhino. A rhino's a big fucking animal. You don't want to fuck with a rhino, okay? It is the mustard rhino. I recommend you read that article because a lot of that is starting to sort of flow through here. All right? It's big boy, big girl shit. It's not, there's no more time for nonsense. We ain't got time. All right? Ain't got time for jibber jabber, as Mr. T once said. But whatever this is here, this teaches you a lesson. You learn something from this. At the bottom, it's difficult. Tens of the end, right, that lead to a new beginning. And I've got a new beginning here. I got a pair of aces on top of this, right? Be excited about learning lessons. Be excited about making mistakes. It's one of the things I always liked about music is I make a lot of mistakes. That's why I like to learn songs by ear rather than just cheat and get the sheet music right away, right? I can read the sheet music, but that's not learning. I'm not learning anything from that. I learn when I try to figure it out by ear, make a fucking mistake, get the riff completely wrong, and then read the sheet music and check my work and go, oh, it was a fucking G sharp, son of a bitch, right? Then you learn how your ear works. Maybe you hear thirds as sixths and whatever. Everybody's got a quirk, right? Everybody's got a quirk. I have trouble with half-step intervals, semitones. So that's my quirk. I know that, so I correct for it, right? This is something you learn about yourself here. These are beautiful cards. These are big, beautiful cards for moving forward. Don't get too hung up. Just, okay, I made a mistake. Fine, what can I learn from it? Move forward, all right? These energies are coming up here. You're making new choices now, but I believe that because this had a star at the bottom, the star comes after a tower. I got a tower. This deck originally had a star on it. I believe there's a lot of destiny in play here. I believe for some of you this is a realignment to your path, your true path. It really is. Try not to, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to overcomplicate the lesson here. It is what it is. It's what I've said. Okay, take it that. I could go deeper with it and overcomplicate it. I mean, all right. I'll just end by saying, and that's the whole line of statements here by saying, be like water. take the shape, water takes the shape of whatever it's poured into, right? It's a line from Bruce Lee's book, but Bruce Lee's whole thing was he didn't conform to a style, right? He didn't polarize himself into one style. He studied kung fu this and karate that and all that kind of stuff, but he did not conform to a style. He figured out how the styles worked and he adjusted based on what his opponent was doing, that kind of a thing. That's all I'm saying. I'm giving you ancient principles of martial arts here, okay? I mean, you know, life is a bit of a fight. It's a bit of a struggle. It's a bit of a war on ego, right? You want to get ahead, you want to win a fight, you destroy the opponent's ego, right? Something about this person here, they puffed up too much. And I think you got a moment here to see something. You catch a glimpse of something. And that's powerful. I'll tell you what. All right, let's see where we go. Well, flew out of the deck. Another card flying around. It's the Seven of Wands on top of that. And there's the Tower come back. And now there's a King of Cups right here. Okay? Whoever this is, in some capacity they held you back. In some capacity they held you back. And now it's sort of like what I said, we ain't got time for jibber jabber. The universe with the choice card here with the 5D is saying there isn't time. Now it's now, you know, we got to stop dilly-dallying here. So I think it's almost a setup where the universe reveals this person to you, right? It gives you a chance to see it. Don't want to believe in them so badly that you don't see it, okay? Don't be like those people that invested tons of money in that Theranos thing, I tell you. All right, anyway, or whatever, you know. People get duped all the time by stuff, usually because they want to believe, right? What about all those people that sent in all that money to that ministry guy on TV to buy him fucking planes and mansions, right? Some people sent in their last dollar, you know. Jesus. Well, you know, as Bono once said, right? The God I believe in isn't short of cash, mister, right? That kind of a thing. I'll tell you what. That's what he was talking about. Here we go with the Knight of Swords. Sammy Hagar sang about it once in Mine All Mine from Van Halen. He talked about a man of God proving to be a fraud. His whole church applauds, right? They applaud. Why? Because they want to believe. This is a common energy. It really is. You get a chance to see through it. And I think you take it. But I think you might spend a little too much time dilly-dallying about, oh, what was I thinking, right? You ain't got time for that. I got time for that. Let's pull on the Knight of Swords here. These are big energies. This type of stuff will come up in your horoscopes. I'm just going deeper with it and offering you some advice for the future so you don't get jammed up again by anybody, right? I mean, half the time, I spend half these readings sometimes teaching you how sales work just so you could defeat salespeople, right? You don't end up going home with something you didn't really want, right? Because a good salesman can sell you something you didn't know you wanted. They can sell sand in the desert, or, you know, I mean, it's just what it is. The Page of Wands, it's crossing the Knight of Swords. I'm going to refrain on that for a second. I knew he was coming. I knew he had to come back. The King of Swords. Why is that here? The Five of Wands. Yeah, you're inclined to ignore me, this, all of it. You are. I picked it up here. I got yellow, right? Yellow, and I got yellow here. I picked it up here. Some of you, not all. I know you're the good one. I know you're out there yelling at your screen. Not me, Steve. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't really care. But again, like I said, and I'm serious, if you put me on any kind of fucking pedestal, you're out of here. Give me your username. I'll block you. I'll make sure you can't see the channel or my fucking website. Piece of cake. It's that quick. Well, if I could snap today. It would be as fast as I could snap if I could snap. Right? See? I make mistakes. You're inclined to blow this off. You know? You are. You can't. The truth is too loud. All right? Don't waste your time. Just learn. If you're one of those people who's inclined to blow it off, don't waste your time. Something beautiful is awaiting around the next corner. Take what you learn and run with it. There's a message of change coming towards you. Use it. The universe is trying to change your direction. It's a course correct. That's all it is. I don't know if I even need to. The only deck I suppose I didn't touch was this one. with the chariot at the bottom. So let's see if I'm right. Let's pull the top card here. Let's just throw it somewhere. 10 Pentacles. Whole new life awaits for you. Right? I'll tell you what. But be careful about getting stuck in the past. Oh, I'll do my party trick. Right? When this message of change comes in, the Knight of Swords. Right? And there's from a King of Pentacles where you see the truth. Right? Don't be afraid to move forward. That's a balanced energy. That's 2 of Cups. You can put 2 and 2 together. This is an interesting energy here. It's about putting 2 and 2 together. It's a contract card, right? But contracts have to make sense, right? This is a beautiful thing, and I'm just going to say it. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's probably a fucking duck, right? And you best believe that. Whoever this is, whoever this King of Pentacles who came up again in your life, and that's who the message is from, that's what you figure out. Something you once believed in the past, you now put 2 and 2 together. Right? 2 plus 2 is 4. You could fact check that if you want to, Mr. Fact Check Steve. Right? But 2 plus 2 is 4. Believe it. Right? All right. That's your reading. That's what I got here. And move forward. You're like shifting gears in the soulmate cycle. Those of you who are part of the soulmate cycle are shifting gears in the cycle right now. Things are speeding up. Things are about to go very fast. If you've had a hard time keeping up till now, you're going to be in big trouble in the mustard rhino year. I'm going to tell you that. I'm just shooting straight with you. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm looking forward to pulling the readings in 2026. That's your reading? I hope it was helpful. All right, good luck.